YouTube is one of the largest sites in the world, and for good reason. It is a tool for many people to easily share, exchange, and create all types of content through video. This website will be analyzed for the reasons its current structure exists today, and the society behind it, keeping in mind the political economy and fandom theories. YouTube's algorithm has always had an influence on the type of content that becomes more common. Earlier in YouTube's days, they promoted content based on how many views a video had. This led to people abusing the system so they could get more views. Content with misleading thumbnails was more optimized to get clicks, regardless of what was in the video. This all changed in 2012, when YouTube began to promote videos based on watch time. This meant that while videos no longer catered to content that most people found uninteresting, it also had hindered channels that could not produce lengthy amounts of content. Animation channels, for example, have been forced to adapt if they want any sort of promotion from YouTube's algorithm. Channel Frederator, for example, uploads live-action theory videos and promotes content that's in the works, instead of simply releasing an animation for all of their videos. Channel Frederator has an entire team of animators. It's impossible for them to keep up with the speed of gaming YouTube channels that upload lengthy videos multiple times a day. Keep in mind regarding the political economy, that YouTube does not care about the type of content on the site. It cares about the amount of time people spend on their website and the amount of ad revenue being made. Simple layout changes also affect YouTube. The rise of Vivo music channels was not always as popular as it once was.
Interesting thing happened yesterday. Top sub gainers for yesterday, excluding the launch of Ray William Johnson's animation channel, we have LMFAO, Rihanna, Katy Perry, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, Eminem, Shakira, a lot of famous, like normal famous people getting a lot of subscribers. And now if we check out Rihanna, for example, we see here a huge spike. So usually 5,000 subs a day, which is really great numbers, but then 23,000 and 51,000 subscribers. One of the things that they did was send you to a suggested channels page, and they said, subscribe to 3 people. And they didn't suggest that you subscribe to 3 people. They basically told you to subscribe to 3 people so that you could continue on your path of the tutorial. And this page is pretty cool. I don't know who a lot of these people are, but that none of them got subscriber bumps, so I imagine that not everybody saw them. But Sesame Street, The Ellen Show, Rihanna, Adele, these people got huge subscriber bumps because people looked at this page and they said, what is an unoffensive thing that I like? And so people subscribe to Google, people subscribe to LMFAO, and people subscribe to Rihanna. And that's where these bumps came from.
Due to the usage of celebrity icons, these channels have a much easier time gaining speed, whether it's from music, television, or movies. John Oliver has shown recent successful posting episodes to YouTube, not just being on HBO. Last week Tonight had one of the fastest channels to reach 1 million subscribers. Similar channels have also had success, such as Jimmy Kimmel Live, with now over 5 million subscribers. With recognition these channels have, there's not much of a barrier between them and the YouTube algorithm, giving them a head start even against the popular gaming channels. There's also a large audience for this type of content, and YouTube benefits in the long run economically. As YouTube influenced its users, the audience and content creators also had a major effect on YouTube. YouTube made technical changes throughout their website, from adding HD in 2008 to transforming the ratings into the like-dislike bar in 2010, to adding 60-second frames per second in 2014. High definition was added because of more accessibility to be able to record in HD. The rating system changed to likes and dislikes because of few ratings that were not 1 star or 5. 60 frames per second on YouTube was in high demand due to the growth in popularity in gaming, which often had 60 frames per second as an option to play in. YouTube also added a live streaming option, recognizing that live streams were a legitimate competitor to YouTube videos, and there was a growing demand in live content, as shown by websites such as Twitch and Livestream.com. YouTube is still making changes for the foreseeable future. Recently, they announced that they are going to allow users to have the option to get access to ad-free videos with a monthly subscription. This was largely influenced by content creators making money from subscriptions on other websites, such as Twitch, and other alternatives, such as Patreon. There's also a large amount of users that have ad blocking software, preventing the ads from being seen, generating no revenue. If there is money to be made, YouTube is going to try and capitalize on it. YouTube also likes to recognize when a video starts to become a trend. Their recent April Fool's joke was to allow people to play Darude Sandstorm over any video, because of YouTube commenters replying to other comments asking what the name of the song is. They'd reply Darude Sandstorm as a joke, regardless of the song name. YouTube also changed the font of the hit video Too Many Cooks in order to resemble the old sitcom font they used in their video. YouTube also has an Easter egg when you type in "Do the Harlem Shake." The page would play music, shaking, resembling the meme from early 2013. YouTube takes advantage of the popularity of their content, since they want to keep users engaged with their website and encourage those who are successful in generating a lot of views. There are two types of videos on YouTube. Those that try and lure the person's attention for that one video, and those that try and convince the viewer to subscribe. Both viral videos and subscribed channels have their own different purposes. Viral videos, such as The Evolution of Dance, Gangnam Style, and Angry German Kid, get large amounts of views in a short period of time and have influenced other people's content. Viral videos can be seen in parodies, remixes, and other forms of transformative work. Sometimes a song can become so viral that it will be heard on the radio, and other viral videos have been shown on television. These videos are about the sensation of one specific video, rather than enticing the user to check out their other content. A large portion of YouTube channels, however, try to lure in the viewer in order to have more subscribers. More subscribers mean that the channel will have more viewers for all of their videos, not just one. These can be all types of channels, from animation to gaming to education to makeup. Some channels get enough views on a regular basis to be able to make a living off of YouTube from the ad revenue. For many people, creating YouTube videos is their job, which means that they heavily rely on what their audience enjoys, or they may lose views. This means that they will often try to upload consistent videos to their channel, not just whatever they feel like, so that their audience knows what to expect. Attempting to get a lot of subscribers, however, usually takes a long process if you aren't a well-known figure or a company. And oftentimes people have been known to purchase subscribers in order to give people an appearance that they have a large channel. Usually this doesn't work, as people can notice the lack of comments, likes, or views to match the video. Viral videos can generate a larger amount of views, but subscribers generate a more consistent amount of views over a long period of time. Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, a viral video, ended up becoming a series because of the acknowledgement of popularity that video gave. In order to stay relevant, they released a Kickstarter and created more videos in order to try and gain more subscribers. Throwing money into the equation makes YouTube a lot more complicated. While it gives people an incentive to continue to make content, it also alters the way they make said content. Due to CPM and RPM rates, the approximate amount of money someone makes from YouTube can be determined by how many views the video gets.
62,000 divided by 1,000, that's 62 M's. With the CPM of $5, which is a total guess, that's $310. Now, assuming half those views are monetized, that's $155. Now, after YouTube takes their cut, Nate is left with $85.25. Now, to simplify that equation, you could choose any video on YouTube, look at the number of views it has, and multiply by 0.001735. And that's an estimate of how much the person is netting for that video. Now that's assuming a $5 CPM, 50% of the views being monetized, and no agent or multi-channel network taking their cut.
YouTube does not monetize all videos, as the user must be approved by Google's AdSense program. Videos with copyright claims also can't be monetized, as YouTube gives the copyright owner the revenue instead. This is why you see a gaming channel like Markiplier disable copyrighted music in some of the games he plays.
Therefore you win. Oh, goody. No! It's music that you can't hear, but I'll sing it for you when it comes up.
People have also turned to alternatives for making money off YouTube. YouTube has a donation option and is looking to add a subscription option soon, but for now, YouTube only has AdSense and one-time donations. Many users have turned to Patreon, which allows users to donate on a regular basis, not just one time. This helps give YouTubers some security in how much they make on a monthly basis, as they can still earn revenue even with difficulties on YouTube. Patreon also offers users to give extra rewards per donating a certain amount of money, though this means more work is required from the user's end. Credit cards sometimes reject payments as well, so the amount of money they appear to be making per video, per week, or per month is not entirely accurate. Patreon also takes 10%, though that is much less than YouTube's 45%. MCNs, or multi-channel networks, offer partnerships if people sign a contract with their channel. They also take a cut from the user's AdSense depending on the network. This normally ranges from 10 to 40%, and while they do offer copyright protection and more customer service than YouTube could, There have been sketchy YouTube networks that failed to release people from contracts or lock them in for a long period of time, such as 2 years or more. Whether signing with a multi-channel network is a good idea or not is dependent on the situation. When YouTubers get popular, they develop their own fan bases and communities that consistently support them. This gives a lot of power to content creators on YouTube. This power can be used in all kinds of ways, and not all YouTubers know how to deal with that responsibility. Unfortunately, due to the nature of all kinds of people being on YouTube, there are a lot of poor examples of that use of power. Sam Pepper, for instance, made a prank video that involved pinching girls' butts without their permission. He claimed it was a social experiment, but many people claim it was a defense afterwards, since Sam didn't explain in the first video that people were in on the prank. Fortunately, a lot of other people saw past this and understood what he did was unacceptable and made that message public. The video was removed, but because of his fanbase, there will still be people defending his actions. Nash Greer, to a much lesser extent, made the same mistake. He made a video called What Guys Look For in Girls, and a lot of his fans felt poorly about themselves because of his video. A lot of other YouTubers took a stance against this and acknowledged what he and his friends said weren't right. However, there are plenty of people that know how to use their power responsibly. PewDiePie, the most subscribed YouTube channel, ran multiple charity campaigns and raised over $1 million by 2014.
2 years ago, we started our first charity campaign for WWF. After that, we did St. Jude's Hospital, and not long ago, Charity Water, and now Save the Children. Putting all those together, we have reached over $1 million towards charities.
Markiplier also runs charity streams every month. According to his page, his fans have generated about $500,000 for charity, and he's still going strong. On top of that, he consistently communicates to his fan base with positive messages from vlogs and his social media. Both content creators and audiences on YouTube have had resistance against changes the site has implemented. There's always been a struggle between the site and its users for power, and how much control one can have. There are countless videos of rants by YouTubers about changes on the site. From requiring a Google Plus account to comment, to layout changes, to its copyright policies. And YouTube doesn't do a very good job of explaining how to work with the changes either. It's very difficult to contact support on YouTube, which is why in order to get support, some people have signed with YouTube networks. That said, there is still a need for people to go on the website, as there isn't any proper competition for YouTube. Yes, there are other video sharing websites like Vimeo, Dailymotion, and Blip, but they all have their own different problems. And that doesn't even count for the fact that those websites don't have nearly as much traffic as YouTube in order to develop an audience. Video has an upload limit. Dailymotion crashes when uploading if you disconnect from the internet, and Blip requires that you already have an audience before you can post videos on there. While there are often disputes between YouTubers and its users, it's very clear that YouTube needs its audience and creators as much as they need YouTube.